Whenever I have Victor come in or out of the house, I always practice this front door exercise where he sits. He waits for me to come back. Okay. He steps through with me. See, he can see your hand out of the corner of his eye, so he doesn't have to be looking at you. Or you can, to get him to walk with you, you can just touch his ear, and he knows what that means. But he won't leave that stay at the front door or anywhere else until you come back to get him, come back next to him. So, and we'll be talking more about that in other clips. But I just want to show you exactly, what we've been doing in the house with him every day. And then hopefully you'll do exactly the same thing in your house. So it would be very beneficial. So we're going to do this little exercise. He's had a bunch of free time out on in the yard. I bring him in. I have him sit in front of the mat. Go to your mat. And I say down. And then all I have to do, he smells the last dog that we did the exercise with. But notice I said down. I know he's deaf, but I always just say it anyway. And if he doesn't go right away, usually just sending him to the mat triggers him to do what he does every time, which is to go into a down. But if he doesn't, I just do this, and he'll go there. Oh, he's very excited today for some reason. So the idea of this mat exercise is that he stay here and be calm. So it's okay if he stretches out a little bit like that, as long as he's on the mat like that. And he's really excited about getting treats. So, nope. You probably can't see it, but he's trying to take it out of my hand. So that's not good. I stood here for a moment, backed off. He started to calm down because he wanted the reward. See how he's waiting now? Good. So the reason that I'm saying the commands throughout all these videos, even though he's deaf, is to illustrate the fact that it's all about the situation and it's all about your body language. But all these situations are the same situations that you're going to go through every day. Front doors, gates, mat exercise, recall, come, all that kind of stuff. And so he knows in those situations what to do. So it's like he can hear. Good. So you want to do it exactly as I've been doing it here. You can see how calm he is. And all these things that I'm doing in the house that don't have anything to do with other dogs are what makes him so calm when we do encounter other dogs or distractions out on the street. So this exercise is really important. Oh, he had to itch. He has to itch. It's not the end of the world. I don't know why he has to itch so badly right now, but he's had his flea treatment and everything, so he doesn't have fleas. Well, but if this happens, this is what you do. You just wait. And then you calmly, oh, no more of that. You calmly reset him if you want to do a full, like do-over circle like this. And then, you see how that works? No more pointing, no more snapping your fingers, well, or whatever you would do with him. Leaning over or gesturing or whatever. Just do this. Keep your back straight. It's so easy. Sets him, resets him. And we continue the exercise. Good. And make sure that you're doing that. He waits, his head is right here. He waits until I deposit the reward on the mat, and then he takes it off the mat. He's not trying to take it out of my hand, he's waiting. He tries to take it out of your hand, nope. Or you can also go like this, just gently, and he'll back off. He knows exactly what that means. You have to insist that he do it the way with you that he's been doing it with me. If you do those moves, which are the moves that I did, he'll start doing it the way that you see me and him doing it now. He'll start doing it with you as you see him doing it with me. So, and everything's calm and deliberate. See? Straight down, reward. You're not hovering, because if you hover over him like this, he's going to think you're trying to lure him and he's going to jump up to try to get the reward. So if you walk around him, for example, or whatever you do, walk away, come back, whatever you're doing, you always come back to 12 o'clock here. You always end wherever you went the same way. You stand back in front, you walk towards him, straight down, he takes it off the mat. That's the way you do it, no matter where you go, and you'll see me do that now. So we're done basic stuff. We did a basic downstay. Now I'm going to leave the house. And he can't hear doors knock. He can hear vibrations though, so I'm going to knock on the door pretty heavily, and I'm going to ring the doorbell anyway as well. I know he can feel that. Doorbell, all that strange noises. He stayed there, so he gets a nice reward, double reward. Good. I'm going to leave this room and go into the back of the house and close this door and bang on this door. You know, if nothing else, you can feel that. I'm back now. Good. You know, you can do all kinds of things. I've got this sofa here. This is something that usually triggers him. See how he popped up? Nope. Very excited. Do your little do-over. Come on. He knows he screwed up. When you turn him around like that, when you turn a dog away from their mistake, it resets their brain so he has a better chance of doing it the right way next time. See, now he's prepared for it. He's said to himself, okay, I know I have to stay there, and if I stay there, he'll come back and I get a reward. Good. We'll do it one more time. If I plop down like that, it'll trigger him more, but he stayed there. That was really good. That used to be really hard for him to do. Good. So there's a whole bunch of things you can practice. You find something that's really difficult for him to handle, then you practice on that. Maybe it's sitting down on the sofa or in a chair or something, so you do it very slowly and quietly at first till he can handle that. And each time, if he has a success, you go back and reward, and then work up to what you saw me do, which is like flop down, move fast, after he can handle everything else. So you don't do the extreme part first. You do it in a simple way that he can handle so he gets it, so he has some successes, and then you build your way up to doing it in the exaggerated way that might trigger him to get up. And then you'll have a success and he'll actually stay there. So the purpose for all these different distractions is that it builds him up. And if he has to focus and stay there no matter what you do, it helps him in other situations where he gets overstimulated, like out on the street on a leash when he sees another dog. So that's why we're doing this. So 5 minutes a day doing this kind of stuff. He's very excited today. One of the reasons is we have people cleaning the yards out there. So if this happens, nope. Come on. Put him back. No matter what he does, you stay calm. You insist on the pattern. You insist that he do it the right way, or else you're going to be here all day. He doesn't get to get up, and he doesn't get a treat either. So I'm just going to do one more thing before we release him. Stand out here for a few seconds. Go back in, reward him. Good. He waited until I deposited the reward. He took it off the mat. And now I'm going to allow him off the mat, and we're going to go back outside. I'm going to show you how I do the front door going out. He needs to wait and see how he's waiting until I release him, but maybe I'm not going to do it. See, he's really waiting. He's waiting until I give him the signal. And you can try to fake him out this way, and he deserves a reward for that, because this means that he's with us here in the moment. He's not reactive. He's not just following your body blindly, like just on automatic pilot. He's really waiting for the signal from you. That signal is, okay, sit. Oh, we have itches today for some reason. If I'm going to take him out, I always do this. You never call him through to you. I know it's what they used to do, but all it does is builds anticipation, because the dog's on edge, ready to come, break out of a sit stay, and it teaches them to rush to the front door. So it's so much more difficult and so much more beneficial if he's calm, he waits. You're just accentuating the fact that you own this boundary. And then, hey, you can also ignore those itching things. He has plenty of free time to itch later. And if you give him the right signal, he'll just stop and come along with you. So there you have the inside mat exercise and how I handle the front door. And now we're going to go for a walk.